Stop streaming. Enter message here. And, And, is this working? Are we on? Are we live? Are we live? What's happening? What's happening? Are we live? What's going on? I don't think so. I don't see saying chat, enter message here. That's not right. Stop streaming controls. Hey! Oh my gosh. Let me put this on. D Street Media. Jodify. Hello. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. People are coming in. Oh, great. Now my phone's gonna ring. Shut that off. D. Johns, happy holidays. Alright, lovely, lovely. Good to see y'all here. I just thought, hello. I did my family holiday stuff. I spent about 10 days with family, so Christmas Eve and Christmas Day I'd be alone. I thought maybe some other people have done that as well, and might like to be able to chat and say Merry Christmas to friends, and probably only be on live for maybe an hour because then my dogs will start crying for their lunch. Hi Crofty, good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, nothing going on, just hanging out. Little Linda, my PIC partner in crime. How you doing? Good. How's the sound level? Should I turn it up? Is it too low? Is it too loud? Let me know. See if I need to adjust anything or change anything. I don't know. I'm gonna say hi, little Linda. Good to see you. All right. I hope everybody's having a good holiday. I just really wanted to test this. Oh my gosh, who keeps calling me? Stop it. Doesn't even say. It's good? All right. Nice. Perfect. All right. This is interesting to do the... Oh, George! George, hey! Let me yell at you. George, I try to do that salute, but no matter how much I do it, it won't let me put that finger up. It uses the index finger. It won't let me do it. I was like, oh man. Is it because it's like hand tracking camera, Come on in. Come on in. Come on into my dungeon. Come on back here and have a seat. Lay down. Luke Mitchell, howdy, howdy, howdy. All right. But yeah, it won't let me do the middle finger. I was like, oh, it just won't let you do anything crude? But I was like, but it'll let you do that. I don't know. Oh. I don't know that I have any entertaining message to say to anybody other than happy holiday. Oh, there you go, George. We'll do that. Wait, George, I need to see an ID. Can I see an ID? Can I see an ID? Wait, no, can I see an ID? I need to see an ID. Hey, Robert Wolf. Nice to see you. All right. Just some Christmas silliness. Give everybody, oh, hey, hey. Put your hands in the air. Whoop, 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 whoop. All right. Little Linda, when I was on my vacation, I missed you so much. I was like, oh my gosh, I miss that girl. I couldn't stand it not talking to you. Yeah, my family, they're doing some of them are going to see other side of the family, Christmas Eve party, and then they're going to Six Flags. And I was like, I don't want to go do all that on Christmas. I would rather stay home. -5 yesterday. Brrr. Hey, Jeff. That's a little cold. It's supposed to be 76 here today. I think it's supposed to be 80 on Christmas, so Oh, why am I got my hand hanging in the air like that? I'll put my arm down. Look like I'm trying to do something. But this is like a Vroid character that I use for gaming. A lot of women use them in gaming because they like for safety purposes to keep their anonymity. Just safer that way. Holy crap, what, George? Oh, Margaret, hi. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Lovely. I missed Ice's live stream last night. I went to bed early. So I was like, I watched it this morning. I don't know. I feel like she should be doing something. I'd have her sing you some Christmas carols, but, you know, she doesn't know how to sing. She knows one note, and that would be flat. So we won't do that. Hi, Al SoCal. I was watching your helicopter videos this morning. Very cool. You're making tamales? Oh my goodness. I was like, I'm gonna have to go up to Vallarta and buy some. They won't be as good, but it wouldn't let you on the internet yesterday. And your sister was mad. That stinks. I was wondering why you didn't go live. I thought you said you were going to. So I was like, well, if George doesn't go live, maybe I'll have to. I might not be able to keep the conversation going and be as entertaining as you, George. You know. It's funny, like this character here, the way this works with the tracking. It's like one camera does the tracking of the head, the eye movement, but it doesn't actually track mouth movement. That's the speech that's being picked up by the microphone. And then it's a separate camera tracking that does the hands and the arms. I have other cameras that track other parts, but you don't need to see that right now. We don't want to look at that. That's for a different kind of game. But it will pick up the sound, like if somebody walks in here and starts talking and the sound is picked up on the microphone, the mouth will start moving on the character even though it's not me talking. So that's, you know, that can be kind of weird if there's more than one person in the room. Oh my God, who keeps doing that? Stop it. Nobody called me all day yesterday or today. Where is Eggplant? I don't know. I texted him earlier. Oh, I don't even know. Does he have, since he's got his new, he might not have my link. Little Linda, could you send him the links so that he knows? Or I guess I could. I don't know. I don't know if I go into my own thing though. I'll turn my sound off on my phone first. We go into my own channel and see if I can copy my own link and no, let me see. Hey, there I am live. What do you know? No. Oh, my sound is not off on my phone. Wait. I'm trying. If I could send him the... There we go. And copy. Okay. I don't know, he might be loaded up with too many drugs to come on here anyway, right? Yeah. Oh, it's not letting me do this. Because, never mind. Okay, little Linda, if you can do it, it's not letting me do this. My phone's it's showing me that I'm open in the channel still, even though I closed it. Hello from Washington State. Jeffco Accountability Washington. All right. Thanks for coming in. Hello. I wasn't reading chat. I was trying to do something. It was not working. But yeah, I think he lost like all of the links to the channels he was subscribed to because he started a new channel. So I don't think Eggplant even has the link to this. The character with no phone. You know, if I put stuff in my hands, then the tracking can't see my fingers or my hands. And it doesn't show objects. It's like tracking my, like from the elbows to the hands, and that's it. If I put my hand up like this, you know, it just shows that part of it. Yeah, it's like, oh, let me type on my keyboard. It's not going to show the keyboard. And it's like when you do when you first turn on the tracking camera, it like has little numbers and all the little joints in your fingers and your hands, showing how it's going to track. Let me show you the fist. I was like, I don't know, do you get kicked off YouTube for doing that? I don't think so. I think people have done much cruder things, right? They won't throw me out for that. I don't know, but everybody always talks about my dungeon, so I thought that was an appropriate... I can change the background to a bunch of different things, but I thought everybody always talks about my dungeon or me living in the cave because I'm allergic to the sun. My house does have to have tinted windows, heavy drapes, and then all my lighting inside can't be like fluorescent lighting or anything. It has to be, I have like recessed LED lighting in my house, so it is kind of like a cave. No nose. No, they like the Vroid characters, when you choose how you want to set up the face, they really don't have a nose, or they have just like some weird little line. These are it's all anime kind of stuff from China, and so, you know, the faces are very pointy chin, and like all your choices are limited, like as to what they can look like. So it's very anime looking. That you can do that, Robert Wolf. You can, hey, eat my eggplant. How you doing? Hope you're feeling well. But you can, if you go into VR, there is, not on your computer, but if you have like a Oculus headset, there is an adult side to VR where you can go into like a nightclub or some type of adult setting, where your characters are all in there talking to whoever they want, or you can go into like a little private room. One of my friends, she does that. You go into a private room, you dance, you talk, entertain, and for a small little, you know, cash app, she might talk them all the way through it. I myself cannot do that. I listened to it and I was like, oh my God, I will just laugh hysterically. This is not cool, listening to somebody breathing heavy. Their avatar maybe doing a little too much movement. I was like, no. I gotta leave this. I gotta leave this room. This is not fun. But you know, she liked to put a little change in her pocket, you know, a little spending money, a little change. She need a little funds. You can make women can make some money. You know, you got a pleasant voice, you know how to talk the talk, you got a few little dance moves. You can be 300 pounds, but your avatar might be sexy as hell. And the gentleman might enjoy watching that. Not for me. I was like, if I signed into her account on my phone, I could watch her in there, and I started listening to that, and I was like, I'm, you know, being a lurker, being a creep, just to see what it was like. And I was like, oh man, when this guy's breathing got heavy, I was like, I gotta go. I'm not even lurking. This is disgusting. But you want me, of course, little Linda, don't you need a little money? Want to get that nice laptop? Get that expensive one? Put a little change in your pocket? I can see you now typing away on your new laptop. It only takes a few dance moves. Doesn't have to be special. Just a few little, little sexy movements, just a little, hey, 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 hey. Just a little nonsense. And of course, you got to say what they want to hear. Looking like an eggplant. Yes, eggplant. You need to make your avatar look like an eggplant, then go live. I think you'd have to have well, I guess you could do almost anything on your phone nowadays. It really is a small computer. It's much easier if you're doing it on a desktop. A talking eggplant. Yes. I don't know. There's certain things, it's like I said, the mouth movement is not tracking, it's from sound. But I guess you'd want to do something nasty with that. You would have to be like, oh, 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 oh. Try to open your mouth. George, is that your fetish? Yes, tell us, George. Let us know. I don't know. Do you like my girl? Is she cool? Actually, this here hair color here is actually the color of my real hair currently. That was a nice little story. That's what you get when you hang around your kids' friends who are like some little ravers. This little raver girl, Miss Pixie, said, oh, here, have another shot, Mama. Let's do your hair. And she gave me she said, this is a temporary color. It will wash out. It has not washed out. No, 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 no. She's like, oh, I stained your hair. I'm so sorry. I guess your hair is porous. It's not washing out. I thought it was going to be like, oh, fun for a couple weeks, and then it'll be gone. So, yes, I do have pink hair, and she did the undercut on it and shaved a pattern on the back of my head, which was a really big mistake. So I had to shave that off and do a little bald thing in the back underneath for a minute to get rid of the pattern. But now I don't know how long. It's probably going to take a good year or more for that back part to grow out. So yeah, when I wear my hair down, you don't see it, but it's like that Trump haircut. When the wind blows, you do. Does the carpet match the... No. No, not at all. We're keeping that in the all natural. That's still red. I mean, if you call it red. That was the torture when I was a little kid. Everybody's like, why do they call it a redhead when your hair is orange? And I'm like, God damn it, I know my colors. I know my hair is orange. I have no idea. I don't know how they would say that. I did not pick the name redhead. That's not my doing. And as you get older, it turns, more of a brown red. It's not quite as orangey as it was when I was younger. So, white carpet. The well-trimmed carpet. That one. I don't like to do that naked thing. I don't like to look like a prepubescent girl. Then all those bumps start happening and you start looking like, a plucked chicken. No. I don't go for that. Well trimmed is okay. Naked, no. And red turns pink anyway. Well. But yes, she can be polite. She can say her prayers for you. Bow. Let me bow. 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 Or she can do this. Like, she got an L on her forehead. I don't know. Does that come? Wait, you need to do it this way? She got an L on her forehead. Uh-oh. Is that too much information? We don't want to hear that, right? I told Angel the story of how I met my husband. That was a lovely story. I was getting my hair cut and having red curly hair. My girlfriend, to make a joke on her after she used the restroom, I picked up all that curly hair off the floor and unzipped my jean shorts and stuffed all that hair in the zipper. So I had this big bush of red curly hair. She laughed hysterically and then said, "I dare you to go in the store next door like that." So of course I did. And my future husband was in there. And he saw it. He died laughing because pieces of the hair were falling out of the shorts onto the floor. The store clerk didn't look happy at all. He did not think it was funny. But my husband saw that and was like, "Oh my God, that's the gal for me." It was a beautiful meeting. It was love at first sight. So yeah, that's how I met him. So that was interesting. I know, George, you were telling me that I should tell my story, and it's like Tapatio's comments about a woman being attacked and everything kind of triggered me on a serious note. I don't want to say Tapatios was victim blaming because he wasn't. He didn't mean it that way, but telling women, you got to be aware, you got to do this, you got to fight, you got to do that. Not always the answer. And sometimes a woman can do absolutely everything correct the way she's supposed to be doing it and still get attacked anyway, and it's not her fault. This was my first experience with police as well, where I learned that, they're pretty much worthless. I was 12 years old, almost 13, and I was getting off the bus stop early to go to piano lessons because I wanted to learn to play the piano so I could play the piano in church. That was my goal. And after my piano lesson, I was going to then walk home. I'm less than a mile from my house, maybe. And there was I guess you would call him a boy, but he was 18. He was 6 foot tall, maybe taller, and over 200 pounds. And he started saying some very vulgar, nasty things to me. And he attacked me and grabbed me. And he ripped my blouse open, some big scratches on my chest, and I managed to pull myself away, except for he had a hold of one arm. But my book bag from school was quite heavy, had all my music books, my school books for homework. Swung it at him, clocked him in the head, and he let go. And I became a track star that day. Very short, don't have the long legs, but I had the rotation. I ran all the way home. If someone would have timed it, I probably would have beat a record. When I got home, my sister said, "Oh my gosh, we've got to call the police." And so she did. And they showed up at the house and they picked me up. I wanted to change my shirt. My sister's like, "No, don't change your shirt. That's evidence. They need to see that there's blood on it and that it's ripped. They need to be able to see the scratch marks." I'm like, "Okay." They put me in the car. There was 2 officers, so one sat in the back of the police car and I sat in the front. They drove me back over to his house because I knew which house he came out of. And they made him come outside, and I said, "Yes, that's him." So they put him in the back of the patrol car, and we went to the station. They put us in separate rooms to question us and let me sit in there for a while by myself. No parents, nobody with me. Listen to my story. And then an officer came back and he's like, "Well, I need to take pictures." He had a camera, and I felt humiliated and embarrassed that I had to let my shirt go, and here's a grown man taking pictures of my chest, and it was awful. And then they left again. When they came back, the officer that had taken the pictures was standing over the top of me and got quite upset with me because I said, "Is he being arrested?" And they said, "Oh no, his mother picked him up. He's already gone." And I'm like, "What do you mean? He's not being arrested for what he did to me?" And they said, "No, He's been accepted to an Ivy League school. Family had money, wealth, influence. And they said, we are not going to ruin his life over something as stupid as this. And the officer was angry that I questioned him or that I was upset. The other officer in the room tried to, like, I guess you would call it de-escalate or something by making a joke, which was, he's like, well, you should look. Did you see how swollen his eye is? He's going to have a heck of a shiner tomorrow. You definitely got the best of him. So I guess because I got away and I injured him, that he was going to have a black eye, that made it all equal. That was my justice. That was the only justice. They weren't even going to make a report of it. So that's when I learned that, yeah, the police are not there to save you. When you're alone, you're alone. If you're out walking alone, you're alone. If you're in your home alone, you're alone. You have to be able to defend yourself or you're toast. I mean, there's nobody there. You're alone. And police aren't necessarily even going to get you justice afterwards or prevent that from happening again. He was going off to school in after the summer vacation. He was going to go off to college. But because he lived less than a mile from my house, when I went with my mom to the grocery store or up to the bank in the local plaza, I would see him there with his mom or by himself, and he would yell nasty things at me and taunt me. And yeah, I just had to live with that. So yeah, and I was very angry at my mother too, because it's like there was that big lie. She told me that, oh, if you're ever lost, you're ever in trouble, you look for a policeman to help you. You talk to a policeman. And it's like, that's not true. They're not there to help you. They don't give a shit. And yeah, I mean, as growing up, I even had the little coloring book with firemen and EMS and policemen. You know, these are your people who help you out in life, right? So I know people like, oh, white woman. It's like, well, I intentionally drive a white minivan, put honor roll student bumper stickers, kids on board, put all those things like that so you don't get profiled. I don't get pulled over and profiled. I don't have that problem. But anytime I've called for assistance, it has not turned out well. Not at all. So yeah, I don't get the traffic ticket, pretextual stop crap. That doesn't happen to me. But yeah, that's the story, George. Ex-bootlicker, good to see you in here. Yes, Second Amendment. And Tapatio's talked about that too, and if somebody breaks into your house and it's put away in a nightstand or a cupboard, or it's set up and you get rushed, you don't necessarily have a chance to grab that. Like, that's not always an option. And if you're a female, you're smaller, and someone gets a hold of you, your fighting may be completely ineffective. It might not help you at all. I know they're like, oh, well, you got to at least try and fight. And that's not always the best option. Sometimes there are women who've lived through it because they didn't fight, and they just let it happen, and then afterwards, they live to tell the story. Sometimes fighting will get you killed instantly. So it depends on each situation of what's happening, whether fighting is the best thing or not. So yeah, that's enough of that ugliness. Get you a taser ring. I saw a woman who, for self-protection, had brass knuckles and a blackjack get arrested for having self-protection. They're like, well, that's illegal. So I don't know. Kitchen knives are wonderful. Yeah. Well, there are things strategically placed around my house as not to be noticed, but I know they're there. In my living room, that solid silver candlestick that's sort of placed out of the way where no one really notices it, has a great grip on it and a sharp edge on the base, and yeah, it could be a great weapon. And be like, oh, it was in the kitchen. Eat your broccoli with the kitchen knife. knife in the kitchen, or was it broccoli in the living room with a candlestick? It would be a game of Clue. Oh, in the craft room with a rolling pin. Why is there a rolling pin in the craft room? And it's a rather heavy one. It's my grandma's rolling pin. Yeah, but I mean, I understand all that. Like, oh, let's not go walking down a dark alley at night alone. Let's not do that. But sometimes you do everything right and it still happens. Yes. I have 5 dogs. They're not large. One of them's large as a husky, but she's still young. But my dogs are definitely an alarm system. They do not get through that locked front gate. Someone would have to climb over the gate. And my dogs, even a package or the mailman, the dog's alert. So I absolutely would know if someone was trying to get in the yard. There you go, snark and sass. And if you need to use that rolling pin to smack someone in the head, perfect. No, I won't listen to Linda. The gun that I have is never transported in a vehicle. California gun laws are so strict, and you'd have to carry the gun in a trunk. I do go to gun club to the desert, but everything has to be, you have to like take it apart, bullets separate, everything in the trunk. Yeah, you can't just shovel in a large backyard. Yes. Well, you just got to remember though, is if you're going to dig that hole, you got to bury them vertical, because horizontal, the ground radar shows up too easy. Do it vertical and then build yourself a nice gazebo. Cement over that shit. Yes, there have been people who've done that too, like dig open a recent grave and place an extra body in there. No, that's when you're legally obligated to call. If you use self-defense and you hurt somebody, you have a body in your house or your yard, I think you're obligated to call the police at that point. Alarms that eat. Yeah, well, I don't know if my dogs would get scared and run, or just sort of bark in the vicinity of, but it definitely gives you that moment of time, that knowledge, so that you can, George. An endangered plant on top. Yes, can't dig that up. No. My dogs would probably dig anything up that I planted. You definitely have to bury it deep. While I was gone on vacation, the girl that was here watching my dogs told me that the husky and the Shiba Inu had a game of possum toss. Poor possum. He tried to play dead, but they tossed it back and forth. But then when she yelled at the dogs, they dropped it, left it alone, and it ran off. And she said she didn't see any blood, so I don't think it was hurt. But yeah, I don't think it'll be coming back in the yard again. But I've caught them with dead squirrels, dead birds, definitely no rats around here or mice around here. They do take care of that kind of small stuff. So that's a good thing. But I don't know, does anybody else have any kind of topic they want to talk about? Legal to carry in all 50 states? Well, that's cool. I think as long as it's like in California, like getting a concealed carry license is like almost impossible. Like they just don't like to hand those things out. But yeah, you could still, and if you buy any new guns, of course you have to go to the background check and register and all that. But if you've had a gun that you've had for, 30 years or something, I don't believe you have to go register it. If you've already had it that long and you've already had purchased it a long time ago. As long as you're not, wearing it in your waistband, get caught out in the streets with it, I think you can have it in your home for protection. I don't know. So is anybody doing anything special tomorrow? I'll be doing nothing. Nothing. I've already had my fun. I've had enough peopling. I did 10 days of Vegas and was in a stadium full of people for the Las Vegas Bowl, and that was enough germs and people to last me. I always think, oh geez, I hate being stuck in the house. I hate going anywhere. But after going somewhere, I was like, yeah, I'm over it. I'll stay in the cave. Leave me in the dungeon. Y'all go have fun. I'll just play my video games. I've been having fun with my VR games, but not everybody likes to play that. I think the ones I like the most are, well, I bought a movie and I had a friend who, then I invited him into my movie theater, and we watched a movie together and talked. He lives out in Long Beach, so he doesn't come out to visit too often. So sometimes we watch a movie together, or the best one for visiting is to play mini golf, because there's not a bunch of action and loud noise around, so you can actually have a good conversation while just playing a stupid game, you know. Unless you're super competitive about it, then you can, you know. But that's fun, just silly stuff. But I enjoyed doing that because you can get like that one-on-one conversation and visit with friends. French toast tomorrow. Sounds good. Sounds yummy. And I don't know. I don't know what else to say. But I just thought maybe people would like to have somewhere to come in and chat. Not very many people are off on trips visiting or with family, so they aren't doing any live streams. I thought, well, maybe I'd give people a opportunity. George was supposed to do it. I was expecting that, but since he's having internet trouble, I was like, well, somebody's got to go live and give people a place to talk, right? We need that. Have it under your pillow. I was just looking back up there. No, I can't be that paranoid and sleep with something under my pillow. No. I mean, there's good locks on the house. In the back seat. Well, maybe we need to get you a headset, because the avatars can be pretty fun too. You don't have to drive, you don't have to do anything. You can, once you have the golf app, the game's free, you don't have to pay, so you can just play around. And although when you're playing golf, you can play rounds by yourself, or you can have like a private game where you can invite like 4 or 5 people in to play golf with you, and you send them a message letting them know to come in. Or you can play an open game, which means anybody who's on VR playing mini golf can come in and play. So you can play with a total stranger. I played with a guy from China. We played like 3 rounds, and I kicked his ass. And then he asked how old I was, and I said I'm 83. And he cried and whined. He's like, I let an old lady beat me. Oh my God. The shame of it all. I was just goofing with him. But then he accused me of cheating. Now you tell me what you think. Like, if you hit the ball and it goes off the course, it says your ball was out of bounds, and the ball starts back at the beginning tee. So you know you're out of bounds, right? So if you use things that are within the bounds of the game, like let's say it's supposed to be a par 3 or 4, and you're supposed to get to the green in 3 strokes, but there's some nice rocks alongside there with the right angles, and you smack that ball really hard and bounce it off the rocks, get onto the green in 1, then putt it in 1. It's like, wow, I got an eagle. That's not cheating. That's just like sort of adding a little tennis, or maybe pool, the angles of playing pool, to the game. There's like eggplant in the back of the car. I'm talking to my friend. I'm sorry, eggplant. You know, the thing about the movies in the VR is they like to do a lot of 3D movies, so they do, you know, it's a lot of old movie stuff, so um, probably movies you've already seen. They're not necessarily that exciting, and they can be pretty loud. You can't sit next to each other in the theater and throw popcorn and stuff and talk all through the movie, but that's fun. Uh, I like my avatar in VR better than this one though, because you know you can build one that's like not anatomically correct. She's more like that Barbie shape, you know, with the impossible waist to hips and bust ratio, and wearing like a skimpy outfit and some thigh-high boots, and she's pretty badass. Yeah, that's fun. And then the new characters they have for VR for this meta thing that I signed up for, they're like more realistic, like to make them look like real people. And I was like, well, those are pretty frumpy and boring. I need to put on my sweater and my support hose, and that's not a cute look. You may go to church. Okay. Some people like to do that on Christmas. Do a Christmas mass or something. Yeah. Yeah. I got kicked out of church. They discommunicated me. I used to go to church 4 times a week with my mom, but then in Bible study I kept asking too many questions, and I guess they were angry that I didn't just accept everything on faith. And it's like, you're supposed to have faith in God. You're not supposed to have faith in the preacher or the teacher or the people at church. They're just human beings with flaws, and everything they say is their interpretation. It's not necessarily correct. So yeah, they didn't like my questions because they couldn't answer them. So they're like, oh, let's kick her out. Or something. I don't know, little Linda. I think you might do good in the strip club. I think you could make some money. I think you could. I don't know. I'd have to have you do a little video. Show me your dance moves. See if you don't have to do anything extravagant. You can put on a slow song. You can make some money. I'm trying to see what time oh, okay, I still got a little time. I can only be on here for so long because yeah, my dogs will be like bombarding me and crying and howling when they want their lunch. Their stomachs seem to have an internal clock to know that it's time. They don't usually let me put it off too long. That's the wet food, you know. The kibble, they could care less. It's like, oh, okay, I'll eat that if I have to. But that wet food, oh my goodness. They will knock a bitch down to get that. Yeah. So Angel, why don't you come on in, honey? Come on in. Come back here. Lay on the table. I promise I won't hurt you. It'll be fun. You know? Just a small bite, a small nibble, you know? it won't hurt you too much, you know? And change you into a little vampire. Then you can be immortal. Yeah? What do you think? Come on, come on, come on. Let me take care of you. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, baby. Birthday, absolutely, 28th. Yes. I would sing you a happy birthday song, but yeah, you might want to slap me for that. That might be a little painful to the ear. That's when you have to do that Marilyn Monroe thing where you just sort of talk it in a breathy voice and sort of drag out your words, not really sing, you know. Try to cheat your way through it so you don't sound horrible. You're going to pimp eat my eggplant out? He'll be V dancing? Yes. I sent you a link on your text you a link about walking. I don't know if I put it on your last little video clip, eggplant. I don't know if you saw it. I don't know. I haven't seen like any men getting paid for dancing in there at the club. It's usually women that do the little bit of dancing and do the helicopter for a living. I don't think so. I don't know if any women would pay to see that. I don't know how impressive it is. I don't know. I guess I'd have to see it. Why don't you make a little video and send it to me so I can be the judge of that. And see this helicopter in action. Do you actually take flight? Is it that fast? Does it propel you? Lenny Cottingham. Oh my goodness. I'm glad to see you in here. You get paid not to dance? Oh, come on. That's not true. I was going to tell you, Lenny, I might be coming to see you. I had someone, I wear a headscarf, wear a hijab when I'm out in sunglasses when I'm out during the day since I can't have sun on my face. No UV rays for me. I get sick. So I had someone throw some trash out their car window at me and tell me to go back to my country. So I did do that ancestry thing, and my ancestors are from Scotland. So if I want to go back to my country, I guess I'll be coming for a visit. I've never been there. Some of my family's been. My sister went, brought me back like the coat of arms and some little junk or whatever, little family history thing. As you can hear, wait, I'm getting my squirt gun here. How's it? Out. No barking. No barking. There. I usually just have to point the squirt gun at him and he shuts up. Sometimes it doesn't work. I have to actually squirt him. You were thinking of me today? Aw. Hope it was good thoughts. Good thoughts, yeah. I was kind of off YouTube for a couple weeks because I was doing family junk, but came back just before the holidays so I could make sure I say Merry Christmas or Happy Holiday, whichever you celebrate, to everybody. That would be awesome. I don't know anything about what's where in Scotland, so I wouldn't even know where to go. I wouldn't know. But it would be nice to visit. All the photographs and stuff that my sister brought back, it was absolutely beautiful. So, and she had a great time, and she's the one who's like into tracing all that family history and stuff. It was kind of sad though, when you see Ancestry.com on the TV commercials or something like, oh, I found out that one of my relatives was a poet, and there's a statue of him here at this park, or this one invented this, and it's like, oh, what a great, wonderful person this was. And yeah, we could trace it back to the Mayflower, so we could be part of the Mayflower Society, but family came over as an indentured servant because we're like thieves. Not even good thieves. We got caught. I am good. I am. I feel totally blessed because I was around a whole bunch of people and I didn't even get sick. So that was a miracle. Yeah. Because usually, it's like, because they have me take immune suppressants for my autoimmune thing, it's like I catch any kind of cootie, I can't fight it off. I get really sick. So yeah, staying away from people was kind of a thing before COVID, and then just got more extreme after that. Like my family was like, oh my gosh, we can't lose you. You're going to the cave. and you're not coming out. I think I went 6 months without like seeing anybody. Like my daughter would drop groceries off at the porch and spray everything with Lysol and be like, okay, you can come out and pick it up in 30 minutes. And, you know, I didn't see anybody. I was like, I think I'd rather be sick. I don't know. That was not fun. I was like, I know people talk about isolation in prison, so it's very devastating. But even though it's a much nicer accommodations, because you have like a fridge with the food you want to eat and games and TV, isolation is still isolation. It's lonely. But I think that's where doing VR or YouTube or different things are great, because people can make friends and get to know people and talk to people and have company, and you don't feel so isolated, you know? I think it's good for people. Now, if you're going to do that drama stuff and get into fights, I love the channels that say no drama on this channel, and then first thing they do is talk about everybody and their drama. You could bring you could bring the drama to your mama. Come on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. Complaint department's open. You want to talk shit? Talk shit. I don't care. I don't care. Hey, eggplant. I thought you weren't going to take those drugs anymore. They're like, no more pain medicine. I don't like how this feels. And then what do we see? You're all drugged up. What happened there? I don't know. I'm surprised they even gave it to you. People are so stingy with pain medicine now because of the people that ruined it, the doctors that were like giving it out like candy in the past, and all the people that got addicted and problems with that made it so when somebody like, oh, I got in a skiing accident, I need surgery and metal bars and pins on my leg, and sorry, but you can't have any pain medicine because somebody in the past got addicted. And it's like, that's not the right way to go either. Needs to be a better balance with that. People who really need it for temporary after surgery or accidents or things temporarily need to be able to have it. It's the long-term use that was the bad idea. But they let people suffer now because of the overuse in the past. So, couldn't take the pain. I get it. I've been there. I know. Yeah. And then they try to say like, oh, well, let's give you all these nerve pain medicines like Lyrica, Cymbalta, gabapentin. Those are all bad drugs because even though they might work somewhat on the pain, they're not as effective. They screw with you emotionally so badly. My nephew was in an accident, and they loaded him up with that stuff, and all of a sudden he was just like this big crybaby who was crying all day long and emotional, and yeah, it wasn't a good thing. It totally changed his personality, and he was like, I gotta get off this stuff. This is not good. This is bad medicine. It's like I didn't have a mental illness or psychological problem until I started taking these medications, and it's like, yeah, this has got to go. Oh Lord. Oh, he went outside. He's gonna go bark in the yard. That's okay. Let the neighbors listen to it. You would think the neighbors would hate me having all these dogs barking in the yard, but I listen to their music when they have a party. Yesterday they started about noon, and they played their music till about 9 o'clock at night. And I was like, oh my gosh. If I have to hear that tuba. I don't know what it is about the tuba. I didn't realize I hated the tuba so much until it was like, I don't mind the style of music so much. It's just that stinking tuba. If they would cut the tuba off, I think I'd be okay with it. Melissa, hi, good to see you. It's always good to see you. I love seeing you in chat. Melissa's a great person. I'm taking all of those and the Norco 10 with, yeah, they're giving you the combination plate. You're all jacked up. Yeah. Leaves you vulnerable. Little Linda. Angel's vulnerable. He's in an emotional state. We could take our advantages. Yes. Yeah, that combination of all that stuff, I'm surprised you're even awake. I don't know. It's gonna get better though. It's gonna get better. You're not gonna have to take all that stuff. And when they get that prosthetic, then you can start all over with the pain, because for that part of your leg to get tough enough and be able to bear the weight of your body and all that to get up and walk is a painful process. And but I know you're going to do it, and you're going to be up walking. I know you're not going to give up and just sit in a wheelchair. I have faith in you. I have faith in you, my friend. You pass out sometimes? Sure. Yeah. I know they probably have to give you the nausea medicine along with it, because all that stuff is very nauseating as well. I know the doctors, like, about 6 months ago, they were like, well, you need to take these new meds. It's like, okay, you're giving me, 4 new medications, but then from all the side effects, it's like, oh, well, now we got to give you these 12 medications for the side effect of those 4 medications. And it's like, this is just ridiculous amount of drugs. I'm not taking all this crap. It's like, forget it. Oh, LVA. I was in Las Vegas and I kept ordering food over and over again, seeing if you'd be delivering, but you never showed up. No, not really. I thought about it though. I was like, oh, I wonder if I order something. Which one did he say? It wasn't Grubhub. Uber Eats? Was that the right one? I don't know. I was like, if I order food, will he be the one who shows up? But Las Vegas has got a lot of people in there. I haven't heard of that medication for nerve to help. It helps actually heal the nerves, or just for the pain? Carmog. Hello. Nice to see you. Little Lisa. No, that's not who she is. I want to know. LVA, who let you in here? Beat it. My vacation was good. I had a lot of fun. Probably drank too much. The game wasn't that great, because I was there rooting for the Florida Gators, and they pretty much got stomped on. But my player was a freshman, and he got injured early in the season during practice even. So he didn't play all year during season. So he was out on the injured list, but because of that, they're giving him a 5th year of school that's paid for. So that's good. But yeah, they let him play in the bowl, and he did what he was supposed to do. But yeah, they got pretty much stomped on. I think the final score was like 3-30 something. Yeah, wasn't good. But he was okay with it. And then he got to come back to LA with family, so he's here for his Christmas break. So he's pretty happy about that. He was kind of homesick. It was the first time he'd been away from home, being all the way in Florida where he couldn't see anybody. So he was kind of homesick. So it was good. It heals. It actually heals your nerves. That's interesting. I've heard some that it's like, oh, it helps block the nerve pain, the nerve signals, so you don't feel the pain. But if it actually heals, that's great, Melissa. I'll have to look that medicine up. I haven't seen that one before. Merry Christmas and Christmas presents. Yes. We would like to be Christmas presents. That way we could get laid under the Christmas tree. Yes. My Christmas present is stuck. It was supposed to get here before Christmas, but I guess there's been like a big COVID wave, and like 50% of the employees, it's like for the international shipping port out of China, are out sick with COVID. So it's been delayed. It's stuck and hasn't shipped. Happy holidays. Yes, happy holidays to you, D. Johns. Definitely. I hope everyone has a great day tomorrow. And sometimes a great day is a quiet day. Mine will be very quiet. An infusion I do once a month. It's hemoglobin and plasma that I take once a month. And the Graylis is for pain. Okay. Well, I hope it's all healing. I'll send you many, many healing vibes out into the universe and put them out there for you. I hope you heal completely and are well. Definitely. In mine, I stay with the autoimmune stuff I have. I stay well as long as I follow the rules, which is stay out of the sun, low stress, avoid, germy stuff, germy people, getting lots of sleep and eating right, general good health rules, kind of thing, because it's getting really overtired or stressed out or being in the sun triggers an event, and then it's like, oh, my immune system's acting up. Well, that liver's looking juicy. I think we'll attack that. Or maybe that thyroid. I'm not sure that thyroid belongs in here. Maybe we should attack that and see if we can kill that. Yeah. You're suffering from THC withdrawals? There's debates about that as well. That is there actually a physical THC withdrawal, or is it more of an emotional THC withdrawal? I have a question about those vape pens. Are they refillable, or once you use them up, you throw them and have to buy a whole new pen that's loaded? Or do they have like cartridges that you can reload? I've never used one, so I don't know. You're debating listening to my voice? Why? I know you made fun of my voice because I was talking stupid on my Meet the Dogs pic, but you know why I did that in that video? My dogs were all being quiet at the exact same time, so I was talking in like a stupid voice while I was videoing the dogs, so they didn't start barking and acting up. You know what a miracle it was? They were all quiet at the same time. One of them's always barking, or if I talk to them, they think they need to start barking, or the husky, like, she talks back. She just does her oh woo 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 woo. What does that mean? They're mostly all throwable. Oh, the vapes, they're throwable. That's kind of a waste, huh? Master debating. Master debating, is that when you use two hands? Both. Oh yeah, you're nasty. Well, this is my real voice. I am a 103-year-old sea hag. I just like to talk differently, project my voice, try to fool people. That's how I talk to scammers on the phone. I tell them I'm 85 at least. I had a scammer call me the other day and they're wanting to know my name. And I was like, oh, well, my first name is Essas. How do you spell that? And I'm like, it's E-S-A-S. And I'm like, you have to really enunciate that S on the end. You're saying it incorrectly. It's Essas. And they're like, what's your last name? And I'm like, Cam. C-A-M. And I said, now say my whole name so I know that you've got it correctly. And it's like, Essas Cam. LVA, you can't send that stuff in the mail. No. You get in trouble for that. So, no, what we need is we need Stormy's Cash App. We can send Stormy the money and she can go pick it up and deliver it. Now that's legal. Well, kind of. It's better than sending it in the mail. Really, that's a federal crime. You don't want to do that. Eggplant. LVA is talking to you. Pay attention. Wake up. 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 Smack. Smack. Wake up. Sometimes you have to smack him and wake him up. He's in and out of it. I know. Try texting to him. It's like you texting back and forth and all of a sudden he fades away. Doesn't answer you. Oh. They all left? Is it just you and me now, LVA? Are we having a private conversation? Do we feel like Lori and Swilly now? we can just talk to each. Wait, let me type it in. Let me type it in instead of talking to you. I've seen Lori and Big Man's channel, but I have not seen Swilly. Swilly really has disappeared. Sometimes you just have to smack him, just for the heck of it, huh? Just because it feels right. Aw, poor Eggplant. You gotta smack it, smack it, smack it, smack it. Come on. Come on. Come on in. Come on over. Come on. But yeah, this would be my dungeon. Don't smack me. Beat me instead. Oh. I think I need a drink. There we go. I was parched. So who's left in here? LVA, my little Eggplant, Linda. Everybody else was like, this is boring. Gotta go. Got family festivities to work on. Yeah, we already did that in my family. Like, already exchanged gifts and had our party and did all that stuff. You're still here? Oh, okay. I thought maybe everybody was like, I'm tired of this. It's actually time to feed my dogs, but I didn't know if anybody, You're not here? I thought you left. You're invisible. I know I should be feeding my dogs, but no, what you know, you can have one delivered to your home, but they won't deliver them to a hospital setting or that type of place, will they? I wonder what they would do though if you had it and it's like it's legal. I'm currently staying here. Like if they would be like, you can't have that. That's against the policy or the rules. My doctor doesn't care about THC in my system. You can't Cash App Angel because Angel can't get it delivered. But it was like, well, Stormy delivered one. We just like, Cash App Stormy, and Stormy can pick it up and deliver it. Or anybody else. I don't know if anybody else would do it. Like Blazer, maybe. Somebody in the local area. I don't know. I don't know who'd be willing to do it. I'm not doing it because I'm not leaving the dungeon. I'm in the dungeon for now. Yep. Well, I don't know if anybody else will go live so everybody has some entertainment later, but yeah, any last Merry Christmases or Happy Holidays, say them now, because I'm going to have to cut this off because it is time to feed my dogs. I want to get it to them before they start. Regular U.S. mail. No, 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 no. I mean, that's up to you, but I wouldn't do it. Anything that goes through the mail is federal business. Like, even if you had something, even if you were sending from one state that it's legal to another state, you send it through the mail, you're in trouble. Yeah, I mean, if you get caught, I guess. If you don't get caught, but then no. I don't know, there's no smell to a vape, is there? It's all concealed inside. Sup, Pink? I don't see Pink in here. Pink Taco? Where? Ah! I guess my chat's behind. I guess it's not showing up as fast as it does to everybody else, so I'm reading behind. Pink Taco, what are you doing in here? Who left the door open? How'd you get in here? Beat it, buddy, beat it. Yes, huh? Right? They have better facilities. Oh. Well, look, Pink, we match. I'm Pink. You're Pink. Yes. You showed up late, though. I'm getting ready to cut this off. Yeah. I don't know. My dogs are all outside. They're not in here crying for lunch, but... So give it a few minutes till somebody comes in here crying. Taco pictures, and I will beat it. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I've ever taken a picture of that. I've taken some pictures, but no, not that one. Although I do have, I have like my two different cameras on right now. One that's doing the head and the eyes, and then one that's hey. Let me do the Hong Kong. One that's doing the arms and the hands. I am doing well. At first, I'm going into a Vroid program, and then going into OBS Studios from there. So, I did want to check something. I wanted to see. No, I can't do that. Okay. Yeah, I know when you do StreamYard, you like have all your, it's like your little toolbox. You have all your tools you can use, so it's convenient. And then when you go in through OBS Studios, it's kind of doesn't have as much stuff, so you have to get all the programs or whatever onto your computer that you want to use separately, and then apply them first, and then go into the studio. Bring them along. But I do have more cameras that, like, cameras only like do like a certain portion, you know, certain section that they can track. And then So you have to have separate like if you wanted something that tracked your feet so you could show foot movement or something, you'd have to have separate cameras for like each section and have all those applied through your Vroid before you came into the studio. If you like wanted to be like, oh, I'm gonna get up and walk around in a little bit, or let me do some dancing, you know. Hey. I tried to flip George off, but this thing will not let me. I have my middle finger up and it won't do it. It always just shows the index finger. It's like, that is not proper tracking. It's like only if you do it a certain angle, a certain way. Oh, there. See? There's the middle finger. But you can't point it at anybody. As soon as you turn it, yeah, gives you this index finger. Doesn't work. I don't know if that's intentional or what that's about. They don't want you flipping anybody off. That's not nice. Unless you mean it like a term of endearment, like George does. Nerd. Well, I might be a bit of a nerd. But really, the character and all that wasn't really for live streaming on YouTube. The character is really for gaming. I know you asked me if I had Discord. And I do, but it's not Eat Your Broccoli. That's not the name on it. It's my gaming handle for gaming. And it depends on how you read it, what the name actually says, because it's all like one word. And it's either Laura with an S, Laura's, and then laughter, or the S is on the other part and it's Laura Slaughter. So I guess it depends on how you read it. Grab yourself. See if she does it. What? Grab myself? I can be like, wait. Oh. Grab myself where? Here? Boobies. Wait, where's this arm? Where'd this arm go? There it is. Boobies. I don't know. She doesn't really have much boobies. You refuse to go on Discord? Nip rub. Hey, that's Ross Khan's thing. Oh, right. That's right. I am Ross Khan. I forgot. I just project my voice differently, and I'm fool everybody. I even laugh differently, but I cannot confirm nor deny that I am Ross Khan. But yeah, it's like if you want to do the motion. Wait, where's that figure at? I don't know. I can't quite get it in the right spot. Yeah. But yeah, I did go to the store to get some pajamas for Christmas. And I went to the girls section, and they have Barbie and unicorns and stuff like that. So I went to the boys section because I wanted to get a superhero, and I picked Batman. I thought that's pretty cool. What I really wanted was Catwoman, and I asked the manager, did they have Catwoman? But she said they used to, but Jen Wow bought the last one. I don't know if I'm sure you all know who Jen Wow is, right? The cat rescue lady? Yeah, she loves me. She's my bestest bud. I was like, wait a minute, where's my hand? Where's that? Oh wait, can I pick my non-existent nose? I got a boogie. I need to clear that out. I got a boogie. Blizzard. Not going nowhere. I'm gonna take a shower. Oh, I'm sorry, LVA. My condolences. I know how those days are. I know there's too many days. It's like my husband passed away, and it was like, well, his birthday, we'll mourn that. And then there's the day he actually died, we'll mourn that. And then, because he's a dad, on Father's Day, we'll mourn that. And it's like, oh, there's too many days. I think it's better if you do like the Mexican holiday where they have the Day of the Dead, and you celebrate everybody all at once who's passed on, and you have one day for it, so that you don't. Who the hell is Jen? Wow. You know who she is. She's the one who started that Roscon rumor about 8 months ago. And she's still spreading that rumor today. She's still telling people that. I'm like, I don't know how long she's going to play that one out. You need to think of a new rumor. And I noticed something too. Is anybody here be my spy and tell me, while I was gone off YouTube, there's a couple of people that won't speak to me anymore. And I was like, was people talking shit about me while I was gone? Like, what happened? There's a couple of people that always talk to me, said hi to me, and they won't talk to me anymore. I think it's Pink Taco's fault. I think because because I talked to Pink, they're like, well, she associates with Pink. And I blocked Pink. I'm going to block her too. I'll blame Pink. But I was like, yeah, I came back and I'm like, okay, I've said hi to this person. Sometimes people miss it, you know, chat scrolling by. Put the little @ symbol to make sure it's highlighted. And it's like, dang, I said hi to you about 10, 15 times now and you didn't say hi back. You either have me blocked or you're ignoring me. And I'm like, what did I do to you? And then I was like, well, I should ask them. And then I was like, well, actually, I don't give a fuck, so why bother? I'm like, oh, well. Not everybody's going to like me. That's okay. I'm good with that. Well, I don't know, but Merry Christmas, Happy Holiday, whatever holiday you celebrate, and I love you all. Yes, I do. So I'm going to cut this off and go feed my dogs. I have some like little chores I have to do. And who knows, maybe somebody will go live later and we can all meet up again. That'd be great. Oh, that's what it is, huh? Angel started that crap, huh? Chuck's baby. Yeah. Well, actually, I think I knocked Chuck up. I think it was the other way around, but I don't know. Pink told people you have a Peter. That shouldn't matter anyway. Who cares if I had a Peter? That's nobody's business. You enjoy when people don't talk. My daughter, it's funny, we went out one day, we were at Best Buy actually, and people were looking at us strange because my daughter had on her hoodie that said, don't talk to me. And I had on the t-shirt she bought me, which said, you have the right to remain silent, but you never STFU. I was like, what does that mean? I never shut the fuck up? What? I talk too much? You have a great day too, little Linda, and if I don't see you until after Christmas, you have a great day tomorrow. I love you so much, little Linda. You're my best bud. Oh. All right, well, I am going to shut this off now, and it's been great talking to you all, and everybody have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.